Hey, spiritual extremists, it's Dr. Lloyd-Moffett, and here I'm in front of the mushroom. This is where the boys live when they're out at the community with me. I built it for them a few years ago, but I'm here to introduce to you the first of our three categories of spiritual extremists. This is Module 1, which will be dedicated to the ascetics. Who are the ascetics? Ascetics come from the Greek word askeo, which means to exercise or train the body. So the original ascetics would be those who were in the gym, who were exercising their body for material ends. Ascetics have come to mean those who train the body, who discipline the body for a spiritual end. So what do I mean by this? It could be something as simple as just fasting, not eating for an extended period of time, such as when Muslims don't eat during Ramadan, or when Christians might not eat meat for Lent. But if you're fasting to lose weight, or because you don't like the food or something like that, that's not asceticism. It's only when you're using and training the body for a spiritual end. That could be a very simple way, but there's always a spectrum in how you might discipline or train the body. So, for example, it could just be denying yourself an extra hour of sleep so that you could get up and pray. But at the other extreme, if your body is craving food or sex or something like that, you might flagellate yourself and whip yourself over time. But it usually involves renouncing whatever is normal and customary in society. And so oftentimes that has been things like sex and relationships. It could be feasting. It could be leisure time. There's so many different ways of thinking of it. And in fact, the Hindu word for ascetics is samyasin, which really means to discard or abandon. So it's discarding the body, discarding the connections with others. The Christian word is usually monk or monachos, which means solitary. That is, you are both alone and you're solitarily focused on your faith. Islamic ascetics are called Sufis, which derive from the coarse wool that they would wear to discipline their body. So it's all about rejecting the bodily desires and rejecting the normal social actions in the world. And so in some sense, during this shelter at home, we are all acting as ascetics if our motivation was spiritual instead of safety. And the question is, what drives these people to such extreme? What drives them to give up so many things for their spiritual life? That's what the first module attempts to answer. That's what we'll look at for the first, I think it's 7 or 8 sessions. And here's a song that will also help explain the motivation.